Whoa, big fella. Hip fire my ass.
Which gun are you using right now to mark over Polo?
Ha! Gazoon bro. Look at all these fucking Fortnite skins in this game, man. There we go. Big head 7X. Look at that hat, don't even fit. Oh, I'm gonna take me out to the ball. This shit's low-key squeezing my temples, bro. For it's root for the... Are you supposed to put your own team there? It's like, what if you have like a dumbass team? Bet you thought the camera froze. Four, my God. Yeah. Come on, one more. Blue skidoo. Poke your fucking head out. There we go. Triple kill, baby. 2 more. I'm gonna get killed. Oh, right there. That's gold. I'm your dad. Just call it how I see it. Look at that atomic doormat. Dirt ball. Remember when I said I'd have this done only a day late? Like I said, I won't have a video out day 1 because I'll be in New York. These come out the 27th. I might have one the next day. Clearly that didn't happen, but here we are almost a week late, so I guess it's close enough. As you can probably only tell by the title, because the thumbnail and the actual gameplay right now doesn't do it justice, we went ahead and got gold on the new Mark 05 SMG in Vanguard, and believe it or not, we finally have weapon inspection, so we can do this now. And this is apparently the gold, but you can kind of see like there's gold on the stock, but then the rest of the gun, which I actually think looks pretty cool, but it's like the accent and the main texture got reversed. Like normally this black like topo pattern is on like the grip and stuff and not the bulk of the body. But yeah, this is apparently gold, which also means that we got it diamonds, which doesn't really look diamond to me. It looks more like a chrome stained glass window or something. Which I guess what I said like 2 seconds ago doesn't make sense because I'm not advertising this as the gold Marco. I'm a can't stop stuttering. This will be called the atomic Marco, which this is what that looks like with weapon inspection. And I don't know if the textures, like if this is on my end or what, but atomic looks like shit. Like why is it looks like it was like just stretched out and the resolution was just obliterated. Like has it always been that like scratchy, or is it like I thought it was meant to be more fluid like Damascus? And it just doesn't look that there's like a lot of blues in this. Like when I think of atomic, I think of like a lot of orange. Okay, can I like I don't know why I even picked this dumbass boat map. I don't know why this dumbass boat map is in the game. Oh, the USS Texas, the ASS Texas. No, like get off me. But when I think of atomic, I normally think of like oranges and yellows, and this is just damn near straight blue. So I mean, I guess, you know, it's a good thing we got weapon inspection, but at the cost of ruining the camos that we want to inspect, I guess. Unless I've just always been an idiot, which could definitely be the case. Ironically enough, though, we do have these, whatever. These are from the Fortunes, whatever, Warzone, Fortune, Mercenaries, Fortune. These are the new Warzone camos, which, not for nothing, they look nice. The challenges were pretty stupid though. Didn't really require any skill at all. If anything, it just required patience. Yeah, here's the one that's like a golden digital camo, I guess. And then this is pretty much the same thing, but it's like a golden woodland camo. Is that more traditional camo pattern? But like I said, that was stupid because all you had to do was go into Warzone and get X amount of kills. The one with 100 kills you could luckily do on Plunder. That was probably the more annoying of the two. You had to get 100 kills in Storage Town because they brought that back. So they obviously needed something to do with that. So they're like, hey, if you get 100 kills, we'll give you this camo. Which again, it's not hard, but Warzone as a whole sucks, let alone Plunder. But at least Plunder, you can just keep spawning back in. Although the spawns are broken and like you literally get shot out of the air half the time. People just camp. You spawn literally on one side of like a hill, and then Storage Town's over here, and you have to fly into Storage Town. But as you're flying into Storage Town, people just sit on the hill and shoot the shit out of you. It's just they don't really think things through around here. Seems to be the overall. I don't know. If you're wondering why my voice sounds stupid, it's also the same reason as to why I was late in uploading this, or at least part of the reason. And that's because I finally got COVID. How did I get COVID, you ask? I went to New York for an NFT convention and had to the time of my fucking life. I met Dr. Disrespect, I met my favorite bands, and I got my favorite band to tattoo me. So all in all, COVID was worth it. We came back last Thursday, which is why I said I'll probably get this out a day late because this came out on Wednesday. We probably slept for like 6 hours the entire like 3 or 4 days, however long we were there. So when I got back, I just didn't feel like doing shit. And then Friday I had work, and then Friday is when the whole COVID bullshittery started. Saturday I thought I was going to die. And then yeah, after that I just kind of been doing whatever it is I do, I guess. This is, I need to leave. This is just, I don't know why I loaded into the boat map. That's my fault. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and start working on the UMG or the UGM or whatever the new LMG is, because we still need to finish that. So sadly, no more gameplay with the Marco, but there's really nothing else to say about it. The one good thing in Warzone is that there's a grip attachment, like the tape grip or something, that makes the mobility speed. Well, one, you have to build it for mobility, but if you do that and you put the tape grip on, whatever grip it is, you haul ass with this thing. In a way, it kind of doesn't matter because the thing kind of sucks if you ask me. I mean, the Akimbo version is decent, I guess, but for the most part, it's just, I don't know. They kind of more so just wanted to be able to say that they have an Akimbo SMG now. Not that anybody needed it or wanted it, but yeah. So pretty much nothing exciting or eventful going on in Call of Duty or Warzone, which kind of makes sense. But like I said, when I went to New York, I met Dr. Disrespect because I went to his Midnight Society thing, and you know, I got some news on that, which has me excited. One, because I am in the NFT space, which I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh my god, NFTs, I don't know what to do. Yeah, they're not for you. They're not for you. I'm not trying to convince or convert everyone. I've been in this space for a year, if not more now, and just so many people have no fucking clue what they're talking about. I don't want to make this a whole NFT thing, so I'm just not. But yeah, Midnight Society's game, or Dr. Disrespect's game, whatever you want to call it, Project Moon, definitely excited for that. We didn't get any gameplay or anything. They kind of just talked about the state of it, like their thoughts or plan and mission behind it. And at least to me, it just makes sense. Like, I don't know why people don't want what they're offering, but again, and it's not even an NFT game. It's a game that's going to leverage NFT technology, and not even like completely or exclusively, like it's just going to also have that option and those benefits, but the NFT side of it's completely optional. But yeah, the NFT part is for the people who are invested. It's pretty much an investment, and then they're going to help build the game like in real time, instead of, you know, us waiting on Vanguard, and then we get Vanguard and then it's dog shit up until now. I mean, it even still is, but you get my point. They're not promising a complete game out the gate. Like, they're going to build the game with us. We're going to help them build the game, and the main goal, if everyone does their job right, is it'll be a game that we all want to play because it's a game we all built. Again, to compare it to Call of Duty, I don't want to play this game, Vanguard. I don't want to play Warzone, but I mean, there's a slight part of me that does, just to get the grind done, but it's not enjoyable. So yeah, there's that. Doc is also, I mean, it's not news, but I'm 6'2", and actually seeing somebody who's 6'8" in person is fucking bananas. Hold on, my food's here. Now that I forget where I was or what I was saying, what else is there to talk about? Oh, I guess we could talk about the whole Sevenfold thing. So pretty much, I don't know if you put 2 and 2 together, but the 7X in my name comes from Avenged Sevenfold. There's multiple meanings to it and like layers to it, but the main part is that Sevenfold's abbreviation is A7X. But yeah, the whole reason I went to New York for the NFT thing was for Sevenfold's NFT project. They had like a little pop-up shop and meetup, little party there that we got into, which is absolutely fucking bananas, because not only did I never really thought I'd ever meet the band, let alone party with them, but we managed to accomplish that. And we even somehow took it a step further at the pop-up shop, or at the event, whatever you want to call it. They had free tattoos. Like, they commissioned or hired, whatever you want to call it, 2 tattoo artists who would tattoo your Deathbat NFT on you. Plot twist, I don't know if you can see right there, but I've had mine tattooed on me since January, I think, December. Pretty much, I was at least on record the first person to get one of the Deathbat Club NFTs tattooed on them. Not one of, I was the first. I don't know if I said that. So when I went, my intention was to get the band to sign my arm and then have a tattoo artist tattoo their signature on me. But what happened was, I ended up getting the band to sign my arm, and then as I'm about to get it tattooed from the artist goes, why don't you have Zachy tattoo his signature on you? And I was like, is that a real fucking thing? Because if that's a real thing, like, let's make that happen. Like, he was like, yeah, we were talking about it yesterday, and he said he wanted to tattoo somebody. Oh, but for a little further context, when I walked in and they saw that I already had my Deathbat tattooed, not it pissed off, but they're kind of like, what the hell? Like, you already got yours? Like, what are we gonna do? And I was like, oh yeah, like, if you don't mind, if I get them to sign my arm, can we do that? And they're like, yeah. Anyway, fast forward, the one tattoo artist was like, yeah, me and Zachy were talking about it yesterday, and he wanted to tattoo somebody. So I was like, yeah, let's set this shit up. So we get Zachy back there, and he's tattooing my arm, which I guess at this point I'll just post pictures pictures of because I don't know. And then as he's doing that, the bassist, he's walking around with his little podcast crew, his little film crew, and he's, I guess, got wind that Zacky's tattooing his first ever tattoo. So he wanted to come like record it and get it on his podcast or whatever. So I'm sitting there getting tattooed by Zacky, and I see an opportunity fall into my lap. So I'm like, fuck it. I look at Johnny, or Johnny says something to me, and I look back at him. I'm like, you want to do yours next? He was like, what? I was like, you want to tattoo your signature next? He was like, you want me to tattoo you? Tattoo you? You want me to tattoo you? That's such a weird sentence to say. And I was like, yeah, if you want to, like, I'd love for that to happen. So he was like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. And now granted, it wasn't his first tattoo he's ever done. Apparently he tattooed somebody's ass or something, so then I got him to do it. So at this point, I'm like, all right, I'm at 2 out of 5. My goal then went from trying to get the band to sign my arm to get the whole band to tattoo my arm. So then, you know, I go, well, I don't go. I had friends go find the drummer. The drummer comes, he tattoos my arm. Here's a picture of that. Obviously, that was his first tattoo ever. And then we get Shads to finally come do his. He does his. And then Sin, we probably had Sin come down, like, I want to say maybe 5 times. And what would happen was he would come down, check out the like little, because the tattoo booth or parlor or whatever you want to call it was like in the back room of the club, damn near a closet. It was like a full-size room, but it was a small room. It had like the sprinkler system in it and shit. Like I said, like we would get Sin to come down and he would like come in, check everything out and be like, oh cool, like I'm gonna go get drinks. Well, he would go get drinks and then get lost. Go get him again. He'd go get drink, or he'd come down. He'd be like, all right, I'm gonna go get shots. We're like, all right, you're a grown man. We ain't gonna fucking tell you what to do. This is your party. He'd go get shots and he'd get lost. At one point, he like left the venue and like I was like, hey, you guys seen Sin? He's like, yeah, him and his wife just walked down the street. They'll be back. And I'm like, what the fuck is? So long story short, he finally gets in there. He tattoos my arm, and when he asked what I wanted, I was like, you know, you can do your signature or whatever. Like I don't like whatever. Like no matter what you do, it's still a Sinister Gates tattoo. So like, not that I would have wanted it, but he could have tattooed a dick, and at the end of the day, I still have a Sinister Gates tattoo, albeit of a dick. I don't, but you get my point. So he gets this evil grin on his face, and he's like, all right, I got you. I'm gonna write. I forget what he called it, something, and I'm just cool with it and just trusting the process. Like again, he could have tattooed the alphabet, and it still would have been a Sinister Gates tattoo. So he tattoos this, which at first I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what this means. Like I can't even read it because like I was looking down at it. It was upside down. He's over here like laughing like a madman, like an evil scientist. And I'm just still absolutely mind blown that I just got every single member of my favorite band since I was like 13 to personally tattoo my arm, which I'm pretty sure with it being that I was Zacky's first tattoo and Brooks's first tattoo. Shads and Sin weren't exactly clear on whether or not they tattooed before, but either way, with Zacky and Brooks alone, that makes me the first person to ever get a full band tattoo from Sevenfold. Like to have every person in Avenged Sevenfold tattoo me, which is kind of cool because again, I was the first person to get their NFT tattooed, and now I'm the first person to get tattooed by them as a whole band. And yeah, man, it might sound stupid to you, but like I'm still kind of shitting myself over it because it's just, again, I didn't even think I would get to barely meet them ever. Like I thought maybe I'd, you know, get a picture and that'd be it. But we not only, well, we technically didn't get a picture with 3 of them. Well, I mean, we are in pictures, but the only like, you know, normal, like, hey, can I get a pic was with Brooks and Shads. But I didn't even think I'd get that far, and we definitely overshot, but in a good way. So yeah, I mean, you might not give a shit. I know a lot of people are kind of like mad, not at me, but I'll take the blame because they want new music and everyone's like, oh, like, no, you'll do tattoos before you release new music. And it's like, shut the fuck up. The music will be out when it's out. But yeah, that might be biased, but either way, yeah, pretty eventful. Which also, speaking of, I just bought my ticket to Tim the Tatman's tailgate, so I doubt I'll live stream that or like have a video on that, but who knows. But yeah, I think I've pretty much said all that I needed to say, or all that I can remember to say. The Marco 5 I could really care less about, or I couldn't care less about. Gold on it kind of looks cool because it's like that blacked out topography print. Diamond looks like trash. Atomic oh my god, Atomic looks like trash. We do have weapon inspection, which is huge. I might have to go back and redo all my thumbnails. Again, we met Dr. Disrespect. We got insight on his new video game. We went and met and got tattooed by Avenged Sevenfold. So in a weird way, as much as I hate Vanguard right now, and as boring as this is, oh, and we also got them 2 other like digital and woodland gold camos. The point being, even though I don't like Vanguard at all, with all the events that happened last week, you know, that kind of, it didn't wipe the slate completely clean, because I still have very little to no patience for this game, but it definitely just, it was an overall life rejuvenation. Oh, I got COVID. Did I mention that? I got COVID from being in New York because New York is a shit. Well, let me rephrase that. Although probably all of New York City is a shithole. Like we went to this one party the one night, and on the way there, like we walked by this pile of trash bags. I swear to God, 20 fucking dog-sized rats just scattered. Like I thought we were going to get jumped. So it's really no surprise that I got COVID from New York, but it is what it is. I don't feel like shit anymore. Like I said, it was really only one day. This is just, what's the word? Residual damage from coughing. Next up is the whatever UMG 8 LMG atomic. I don't know what the hell I'm going to talk about on that, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. I think I've said more than I care to say or needed to say. So with that being said, I'm going to end the video here. I'm Fatty7X. Thank you guys for watching. Now get off me.